Welcome back to the Peace and Progress podcast episode. I think it's 16, 17, 16, 17. I don't know. But we got a guest here today, Yvonne. Woo woo. What's up? How you been? I've known you for a long time now, I feel like.
A few years.
No, it's been since before COVID, right?
No, I think it's just after COVID.
After COVID?
Yeah.
And you used to work out. Well, you still work out, right?
Yeah.
Or no? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you used to work out with me way back in the day. We used to kill it. Yeah. And you used to hate me. And you actually, for those, we did it at the, what did we do? The outdoor workout, the Death by Jeff. But most people don't know this is the inventor and creator of that, I guess, persona or personality. So you blame her for everybody that hates that version of me. It's just like, it happens. Yeah. That's how it comes out. But anyway, so yeah. For those that don't know you, we'll do like an introduction. Okay. Because I know everything about, well, not everything, but we just started talking a little bit before we got on the podcast. So we'll save that for this episode. But go ahead, you could give like an introduction or like whatever you want to talk about, and then we can lead into it from there. So what do you got? You got nothing?
I got nothing. Well, I'm Yvonne. I've born and raised out here. Actually knew Sammy before I knew you because I played with softball with her for a long time. And that's how I found you.
Right.
So her promo of you, I hope she's getting a cut.
Please, she gets all the cuts. What are you talking about? Everything. She always gets a kickback for sure. So was that from Instagram or what?
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's usually how it happens, which is so weird. And then what's funny is, and it always happens the opposite direction usually, but like a lot of the people that I train either they'll find me through her. Yeah. Or like however I find them to train them, and then they end up becoming better friends with her than me. I'm like, then I find out that all the people that I train, they're like, oh yeah, I DM'd your wife the other day. I'm like, you guys are Instagram friends? Like, what? So yeah, everybody.
You got a cool wife.
I feel like, huh?
You got a cool wife.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But everybody, I feel like, just uses me to get through to her. Like, they're just like, he's there. He's an accessory. He could train me, but like, she's the cool one. We all know. She's the fun one to hang out with. So I'm used to it by now. But yeah, anyway. So you played softball.
Yeah, I played softball.
For how many years?
A long time. Until I was like, I think I quit when I was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy. Time. But you guys started when? Because you guys were in like middle school, right? Or was it even
younger
earlier?
Than that. I started, I think when I was like 5.
Dang, 5 to 17? That's crazy.
It's like 12 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time.
And what happened? How come you just...
I had like went through some things in life. I lost my dad, and it was just like too closely connected to the sport.
Got you.
And I just needed space.
Mm-hmm.
And I played competitively, which is different than just like your rec leagues. I'm sure like your sons are part of it. You know, they're just 3 months out of the year. Like competitively, you play year round, and you have like a week off in the summer, a couple weeks over Christmas break. But I just got burned out. Yeah, I wanted a summer, like for sure. A teenager.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't know what that was like.
Right, especially doing it for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So involved in it. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could say that was the same reason I stopped sports, but we all know I'm not athletic. So, but I did. That's why, which we talked about before, is like, I was going to go do football. And then they were like, you got to be here all summer long, practicing like twice a day. And like, I was like, absolutely not. All my friends could drive now. I'm not going anywhere. So, but yeah, that's crazy. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be playing a sport. So you still obviously have love for the sport, because I know you're a huge Dodger fan.
Yeah, I love baseball. I love softball. I'm not like as diehard as I used to be. Mm-hmm.
There was one time I remember you came in, you worked out, and you made me you're like, the Dodger game is on.
Well, it wasn't just the Dodger games. They were in the World Series.
Okay, fair enough. You did. You were like, I don't know if I should come work out. Yes.
Like I still came.
You did, and I put it on because we have a TV in the gym that never gets used except for like, that was probably the last time I really used it was for that. She's like, there's a Dodger game on, but we also have a workout tonight. So, and I was like, just come, I'll put it on for you. And she did. She worked out. She still killed her workout. And then we watched the Dodgers. And
priorities.
Yeah, 100%. And I learned everything now. Now I'm like, I know everything there is to know about baseball.
Your baseline was...
very off. Very off. I don't know half the stuff about anything to do with baseball. So I like to think that I do and pretend that I do. But, it's like a fake it till you make it.
There's room to grow.
100%.
And that's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get there at one point. My kids have no interest in baseball right now, too. So I'm like hoping that'll keep me like under the radar.
Yeah.
And I won't have to actually learn the rules, but...
It's not for everybody.
No. I mean, just even sports. Like we were watching football for a while, like the actual season of football. And yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
Well,
I'm not a sports person.
after a while, you're like, how much time of my life do I commit to a sports team
Right.
that cares nothing about me?
Right.
And at the end of it, you're probably not going to be in the Super Bowl, like your team.
No.
You know?
No, definitely not
And
the
then-
team that I picked. Our team sucked.
Who'd you pick?
Green Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, they were terrible.
They
And then
used to be good.
all my favorite players on that team, like I followed football religiously for probably like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
But then all my favorite players on the team got traded off or like they left. And so I was just like, okay, this is stupid.
Well, and I'm sure it's different now because you're sober. So, like, a lot of the socialization around
Mm.
sports is drinking.
Yeah, for sure.
So your lifestyle changes. Of course, that's going to change too.
100%. Yeah. And honestly, like all of my friends that would come over for football games, it was never about the football. It was obviously like a social, like they're, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. We're going to drink, but football's also on.
Right.
So it was kind of like, yeah. So yeah, that's actually a good point. I've never thought about that because I don't,
Yeah.
I mean,
We-
we would drink and watch football.
Yeah. My boyfriend and I are sober now. He's been sober for 2 years. I've been like about a year and a half.
Dang.
But,
That's huge.
It's amazing how much you realize a lot of your life was like you did things because of alcohol or because, like you went to parties and hung out with people more because there is alcohol or you're like, oh, we're going to drink or whatever it is. But
Mhm.
the more you realize you separate those two things, you're like, well, I don't need to do that anymore.
Or how much you really have in common with those people too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, this is really our only commonality was that we would drink and party.
Yeah.
And that was it. Yeah. So it's just like, and a lot of times those people too don't really outgrow that phase. They kind of just stay in it and you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
And you move on. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
and you start doing stuff. So anyway, I think that would be a good segue. I don't know if you want to talk about that on here, what you just told me before we got on the podcast, because that's huge. That's,
Oh, like because we're moving?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. So you
Yeah.
guys are looking where? Because I
We're
just
just
found that
looking
out,
at-
by the way. So I'm just as shocked. I'm like, dang, that's wild. But
We're looking at a few different states. We're trying to decide right now.
you said, where was the first one?
We're visiting Tennessee in April, and then
I'm jealous of that.
we visited North Carolina last year and South Carolina,
Mm,
and then
all the Carolinas.
yeah,
Sweet.
so pretty.
I'm jealous. Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
It's probably way different than out here.
Crazy different.
What's crazy to me is like, I think I've said this before, even on the podcast, but, and I know that this is a very obvious statement, but like, it's crazy that places like that you've seen, which I don't know what they look like, you do, but it's crazy that places like that exist, especially like somebody like me I've only lived in Simi, Arizona for a year, but I've only really lived in Simi my entire life. And I'm almost 36. So it's like to see places outside of the world or outside of the world, outside of the town that you grew up in that exists like that. You're like, wow, there's really places like this. And it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. I was born and raised out here.
Right.
I just moved out to the valley a couple years ago.
Right. Which isn't much different from Simi.
Not much different, but it is still kind of a culture shock from Simi.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
If you know, you know.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
But yeah, visiting it's so pretty.
Mm.
It's so green. People are just so friendly. There's a more sense of community in these other places, and I'm not sure why it's so separated here, but from visiting a few different states, I've really just have recognized that we're in California in this area, we're so self-focused, self-centered. Like,
Mm.
how does my lawn look? How does, like you're not so much worried about your neighbors or your friends.
Yeah.
At least that I've taken part in,
Mhm.
It's really become from what I grew up in, where you played with your neighborhood friends.
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
you borrowed a cup of sugar from your neighbor to, oh, I'll just go to the grocery store. Like, you don't even bother asking
Right.
anymore. So we're looking for that sense of community in our life
Mm.
to have that around and just be around somewhere where it's just more friendly and neighborly focused. And
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We've talked about that before too. It's like, we don't even really know our neighbors, which is
Yeah.
wild because when we were growing up, this is the second house that I've lived in really since I was born. But in our first house is like, I used to play with all the kids in the neighborhood. And like, we kind of did here too. And then everybody grows up and moves on with their life. But like, everybody knew, like my parents knew all of like our neighbors and like what was going on in everybody's lives. And it's wild that it's not like, I think it's just different times too now. Not that that's a reason why you shouldn't
right.
have that. But yeah, 100%. It's way different, like
Right.
sense of life out here than other places. And Tennessee, I'm definitely jealous of. That's one place that's always been on my bucket list to go visit.
Yeah.
So if you move there, that would be insane.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
We're just very excited to get
That's
out
awesome.
of the state. Yeah.
You guys are moving how soon? You said within a year?
Probably within a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you guys are already like literally on the hunt for a place.
We're just focused. Yeah. That's our goal.
That's awesome.
You know, that's our intention.
Yeah. That's a big move.
Yeah.
Literally. That's a huge move.
So I'm from California, born and raised in Simi. He's from Georgia, moved to California. But, you know, we just kind of outgrew this area.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah.
It's really not hard to do. But he's from Georgia.
Yeah.
So he already kind of has a sense of that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like that kind of southern East Coast lifestyle. So that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. And you have no problem just packing up and going?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You know, there's a lot that goes into it, but also like I don't want to be 50, 60 years old and being like, what if I did move?
100%.
Yeah, you know, like
yeah.
I don't want to be having regrets, and you know, my whole family's here, but I can't live by their life either. You know.
Right. Yeah, there's no better time than now to do that.
Yeah. And we don't have kids, so it's like let's
well,
do it
that's
before.
even more of a reason. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like in general, it's like there's no better time than when you're actually thinking about doing it than just doing it.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's like you said, if a year passes or 2 years pass and you're just like, man, what would our life have been like if we had just done that?
Right.
Like you never knew. And you know, not to put that out there, I'm praying that everything works out perfect, but like if you do something and it doesn't work out, then at least you know. Yeah. And it's like, well, at least I took the opportunity and tried it, you know,
and
just to see.
Permanent. If we move somewhere where
you can always move back.
We can move back or we can move somewhere else.
Right.
Like, it's not permanent. It's not forever.
Right.
You know.
Right. That's really cool. Yeah. I'm excited for you guys. That's awesome.
I'm so excited.
That's so cool.
You guys have to visit. It's so
for sure. Especially if you guys go to Tennessee, 1000%. But we now, obviously, with another baby on the way, is like we have to we got to put the big travel places on hold for a moment. So we have a bunch of places on our bucket list. Tennessee is obviously one of them, but that's definitely a cultural area where like the kids have to be, I feel like, a certain age to bring them, for them to even like enjoy it or be around that scene.
Well, I think if you're thinking like Nashville, yeah.
But
I think outside.
Oh, you thinking outside of Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys aren't going to be in the city.
No, we won't be in the city.
You be more country.
Well, more suburbs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How what city? I don't even know in Tennessee.
We don't know what cities. We're just going and exploring.
Okay.
That's what we did in North Carolina.
Sweet. When did you guys go to North Carolina?
Last April, about a year ago.
Did you tell me that when I saw you last?
I don't think so. No.
Dang, I feel like you've had like 17 lives since I've seen you. Yeah, legit. And you don't post anything on Instagram, really.
No, not really.
Yeah, so it's like I can't keep up with your life.
I used to post a lot, and then I was just kind of like,
yeah.
Let's keep some things, you know.
100%.
Move in peace or move in quiet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you don't need to announce everything. Yeah. That's kind of where, well, kind of. I mean, half of it is part of my business, but like I'm kind of like the same thing as like there's certain things that we don't need to publicly put out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think obviously too, which is such a wild concept, but people don't really think about the thought process. Like you have the ability to either post it or don't post it. Like you don't have to put that out there. You know what I mean?
No, you don't have to put anything out there.
Yeah.
And most of what everyone puts out there, not saying you, but most of what everyone puts out there is like, look where I've been, look what I've done, look what I can do. You know, it's like it's a bragging right. It's a 100%. Highlight reel. Whereas we know life's not like that.
100%. That's all it is. And yeah, I've done that for sure. And I still do that from time to time. Like I'll post things of vacations that we haven't been on in like 2 years. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's, you know, I think personally it's just about keeping your memories to yourself sometimes too, you know?
Yeah, you have to have some of your life for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's important for sure. That's important because if you don't, then it's just like everybody has an opinion on something these days. So it's like, there's no point.
No point.
It's just going to ruin everything in your life for you. So, well, hopefully, do I need to cut that out with you guys moving then?
No.
Okay.
No,
all right. I'm just out here like announcing a move for you. It's like
you're good.
You guys are doing a big life change. It's like let's put that on the podcast. Anyway, dang, that's really cool. I'm excited for you guys. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm glad. That's really cool. I wish. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say I wish because one of the things is like, and we can get into whatever after this, but like this is basically my childhood home.
Right.
Like I grew up in this house since I was 7 years old. Now I'm about to be 36, and so after everything that happened with my mom, it put it into perspective that like, cause I've always said, if I move, like Sam's talked about moving before. And I'm like, if I move, I'm moving out of state.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to move to Thousand Oaks down the street. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of that? I'd rather just stay here and we could drive to Thousand Oaks. So after everything that had happened, it put that into perspective. And it's just like, I don't want to miss my childhood home and never be able to come back here. Cause who knows, like if we were to move to Tennessee or North Carolina, or we, move to 5 different states in the next 15 years, it's like, who knows who's going to be living here by that point? Or if this house is even still here, or looks the same. It's like, I want to be able to come back to this place and have the memories that I had growing up as a child. And I think that one of the coolest parts is now, like, my kids get to grow up in this home, and Jackson he's about to be 9. And so he's already at the age that I was when we lived here, and Brix is about to be 6 years old. So that's a really cool piece of it to me. But I have also always said that if we do move, I would keep this house and just rent it to family.
Yeah.
So then that way I still have the ability to come back, but I'm also not tied down to here because I'm too afraid to move.
Well, it's so much harder, I think, when you have like an emotional tie.
100%.
Like my childhood home is where I spent all of my life with my dad before he passed away. So I totally understand that. Like, if my mom ever said she moved, I'd be like, what the heck?
Right.
Like,
right.
You're going to move, like, and if they want to, that's fine. But there is a part of you where you're like, I'll never see that. I'll never experience. So I totally get wanting to stay here.
Yeah.
It is much harder.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, there's so many memories in this house of just growing up. It's like, I don't want to.
And it's so cool that you get to make your own memories with your own family.
Yeah.
And you're kind of not repeating a cycle, but you're in a full circle moment here where you're parenting a kid that was once you.
100%. Yeah. And like Jackson's room now, which is right across from here, is the first bedroom that I had. Nobody's ever lived in this room. This has always been like an office / like guest room or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Brixton's room, which is at the back of the house now, was where, when I was like a little bit older, I ended up moving into that room. And then when I moved to Arizona and then moved home, my mom gave me the master bedroom because she moved in with her boyfriend. So I've personally lived in like every room in this house. And now they get to occupy and make their own childhood and their own memories as a kid in those rooms. So that's cool. But yeah, like I said, like I also don't want to be tied down just because it's a house that I feel like I can't move and I'm just trapped here. But I also would like to have that option. Like if we ever did leave, I would just keep the house and just rent it out to family or whoever, or people that we know that are close that I know will take care of it. I don't want to rent it out to just anybody that's going to destroy it and ruin all of those memories. So that's the biggest thing. So, I mean, at this point now, the kids are fine living here. They love this house. They're like, this house is awesome. So I'm like, all right, cool. There's no reason to move.
Yeah.
So unless, of course, we start outgrowing it and then we need more room. But for the moment, it works, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, not many people get to say they are raising their own kids in the house they grew up in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we obviously didn't have planned to do that, but.
Well, I mean, it's still really cool.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. That's cool. I'm excited on the move for you guys, but what else? Is there anything else that's new that's happening or anything else you want to get into that you had planned?
Weight loss a little bit.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a huge one.
Because I think so many people can relate to it.
For sure.
Whether it's 10 pounds, 30 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever it is.
I feel like literally everybody that goes to the gym is there to like lose some sort of weight. Like you said, whether it's a couple pounds or 100 pounds.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk about that. What do you want to talk about with that?
Well, like I had a revelation a couple years ago. I was in therapy and it wasn't until that moment when I realized like your mental health has to be clear in order for you to focus on other things.
Mm-hmm.
I think so often we're like, well, I got to do this and I got to do that. And like, you're just putting Band-Aids on like, well, let me diet and let me exercise. When the reality of it is like, how is your mental health? Like, how is your emotional well-being? Mm-hmm. And I think that plays a huge role in, at least for myself, in weight loss.
Yeah. For sure.
And
I think, and sorry, not to cut you off, but like, that's one of the reasons why the outdoor workout, like I created that space is because, which I now call it the personal training experience, because I realized that a lot of the times when I'm training people, it's often more about like the conversations that happen
Right.
in the space. Like, yeah, it's cool that you're working out and you're there to get healthy. Like that's a natural, I guess, side effect of you working out and like just being overall healthier. Like you're going to lose weight, but oftentimes the conversations are what were the most meaningful in that moment, in that space. And so
Right.
it's like you said, that mental health aspect is a huge,
Yeah. I mean, you can't do it all at once, you
no.
know. That's like something that I've come to learn about everything.
Mhm.
But specifically weight loss, like if you're mentally, I don't want to say not well, but like if you're just carrying a lot of like emotional baggage and things you haven't unpacked, I think you'll remain in that cycle of like lose weight, lose weight, gain weight, you know,
Mhm.
until you heal that side of your brain or that those areas of your life that need the healing,
Right.
because it's a coping mechanism, you know. A lot of people cope with food or alcohol or drugs
Mhm.
or even exercise or the complete opposite. But it's not until you heal like your heart and your mental well-being that you can actually progress and actually do those things for yourself.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, food for me was a big one. Most people don't believe that when I say it, but food for me was a huge coping mechanism, especially after I had stopped drinking. And I never used alcohol to like cope with things. I just drank because I just liked the way it made me feel.
Right.
Like I never had a problem. Like I could always
Right.
stop for a day or a week or a month or whatever if I really wanted to. But food was a huge coping mechanism. But I also think to note or to like add to what you said is like, even if you're going through like your weight loss journey, but you're still like, you haven't fixed the things inside of you, like mentally, it's, you could get to that point where you lose all of the weight and then you could still be unhappy. It's like you
Right.
think that that's going to be the thing that fixes you.
Right.
But until you fix the things that are going on internally
Right.
and in your head, like you're not going to be happy until you fix those things first.
Right.
And it's like you said, it's like, it's just a band-aid. Like you're just like, once I lose this weight, then I'll be happy. Or once I make all of this money, then I'll be happy. Or once I do that, and it's just like you have to fix the actual root cause of the problem. That's what's going to actually transform you in that way and make you happier. It's not all the external or material factors that are ultimately going to make you happy. Yes, they're going to help with a lot of things. Like if you're struggling to do things, yeah, weight loss will help. If you're struggling to afford things, having money will help. But it's not going to fix anything. And I think that that's often what people look towards something like that is to fix it.
Especially emotionally,
Mhm.
you know, even if you're an angry person or you're angry for a reason, you know, you're not just angry to be angry. Like no one's just angry to be angry. But I think that it just has so much to do with it. You're just a happier person, like letting go all of those things that you feel like hold you down.
Right.
Like the things that you think about and you don't share with anybody else.
Mhm.
You know, those are the things that I'm talking about that you have to like heal on your own.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And therapy is a good place to start.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be therapy. It could be exercise.
It definitely could be. It doesn't have to be therapy. It doesn't have to be any specific thing. It's not a one size fit all
Right.
for everybody.
Right.
Even talking about it with your partner, your friends, or whatever it is that's bothering you, just not harboring this like secret or like what's dwelling inside of you will set you free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. And finding that, I think the where the lines get blurred is when people overindulge in that thing to try and help fix them. Like you can use it as a coping mechanism, like fitness or exercise or whatever, to like help heal those things. Cause I've used that in the past, but it can obviously, like they say, too much of a good thing can still be a bad thing.
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you're overindulging in exercise and like running yourself into the ground, because you're trying to fix yourself, is like that's not healthy either. You got to find that balance. So
it's definitely all about balance.
100%. Yeah.
There was one time in my life about 10 years ago actually where I lost about 80 pounds, but my life was chicken, broccoli, and rice. That was it. And the gym like 3 to 4 hours a day. You know, there was no life outside of that. If I went out, I had my bag of chicken. I was that person. You know, if I went somewhere, like I just did not have a life and I was so unhappy.
Right.
Even though I was.
But externally to other people, you probably didn't seem like that.
Yeah. Probably not. But internally, I was like,
this sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks so bad.
I feel you for sure. Cause I used to be like that too. Not like that strict, but same thing. And it's just like for what, like ultimately it didn't make you any happier. It's just like, yeah, like you've achieved like the weight loss or the body that you had been, seeking.
Right.
But if you're not like you said, if you're still unhappy, like it didn't fix it.
Well, and I picked up other bad habits from that too.
Mm.
Like I switched going out and drinking to like going out and smoking hookah all the
Mhm.
time, which is not healthy at all.
No.
But I did it because I wasn't consuming calories and it was like a place to socialize with
Right.
people.
Right.
And so I still had that social time, but I was killing my insides by smoking.
Yeah.
So I just switched one calorie thing for something else that was bad for me.
Right. Right. It's like you just found a different vice.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. And that's kind of like what I was just saying with like the alcohol led me into like the food. Like that became my coping mechanism because I wasn't drinking. So it was just like I was eating food all of the time. And like that was what I was doing to satisfy me in that moment. If like I'm going through something, if I'm unhappy or if I'm angry or if I'm stressed, it's like you turn to food and then but like you can obviously do things like eating like that healthy and do things in a positive way.
Yeah.
But if you're using it for the wrong reason, it's not gonna fix that problem. You have to fix that problem.
Yeah. And it's definitely like now, since I've worked on a lot of like my emotional health and my mental health, I've come to realize like I want to be a healthier person. It's not that I just want to be a certain way or look a certain like a certain way. You know? I want to just be healthier, and so I'm able to make the choices of having a balanced life with food and like having a healthy relationship with food is what it all comes down to. Like if you want In-N-Out, have it. You know, like you can't be so strict and like starve yourself of that. Like just like with kids, if they want some sugar, you got to give them a little bit.
Right.
Otherwise, eventually they're gonna just devour everything in sight at some kid's birthday party.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. Like you said, it's just finding that balance.
Yeah. Whatever works for you.
Right. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So weight loss. Yeah. So talk about how because you were doing like powerlifting too at one point, right?
Yeah. I mean,
how did you get into that?
Well, I was on when was that? It was 2019, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I had gone through this sort of like emotional experience about just accepting my body for what it was at that time and not trying to just fit into what I wanted it to be. And so I found the sport of like the strongman competition through like a woman's group, or it's a clothing line called Girl.
It's like, I think it's like GRRRRL.
Yeah, GRRRL. Yeah. So
I remember that.
The woman who started it, Courtney Olson, she's super cool.
Okay.
She puts on this conference for women, and it's just about like self-improvement and like mental health for women and taking away like all of the beauty standards that we put on ourselves, and that you're just enough and you're exactly who you need to be, and like take up your space, Yeah. And so after that conference, I kind of was just looking for like my space, and I found this gym, and I did like a 5-week boot camp at it. And it's a specific strongman powerlifting gym, which if you have not been to one.
No, but I'm sure it's intense.
They're not just intense, but they're super cool. Like the community around it is just, everyone's there for each other. No matter what you look like, no matter what your goal is, like we had, or the gym that I went to had one guy who was like in the strongman competition, like world, like the strongman. The ones that lift like 2,000 pounds, like crazy.
Right.
And they're all just so friendly and so helpful. And that's how I got into it. They had like a competition at their gym that they were hosting. I trained for it for like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months. And I really liked it because I was just doing what I could do. You know? And I showed myself like, you don't have to be anything. Like your body is so powerful. It's not about what you look like, but like what can you do with your body?
Right.
And I pushed myself to unbelievable limits
Yeah, I think you were deadlifting like 6,000 pounds at one point.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
6,000, yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. But I think that's how the gym community should be anyway.
Yeah, you would think, but I think just the problem with like the big gyms, it's
Especially
all about,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very about self and vain.
Yes.
And everybody, that's why I
Are
can't.
you wearing the right set? Are you
Well,
wearing
like
the right
everybody's,
shoes?
everybody's filming everything now, and
Yeah.
it's in the gyms, and it's just like everybody only cares about themselves
Right.
and what they're doing, and so that's truthfully not everywhere, but like that's how a lot of the gym community is nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like, so
I'm a firm believer if you can find a private,
mhm,
family-owned gym,
100%, way better than any
pay
corporate gym.
the extra money.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
there. Like you'll have a better experience
For sure.
even if it's your first time stepping foot in a gym.
Mhm.
Like just because it's private doesn't mean that you're not welcome. Like you're more welcomed than you would be at, your Fitness 19, your 24-hour fitness.
For sure. Golds.
They're just not out for your pocket.
Right. That's actually, I want to ask you this too, because I always find this interesting, but from your perspective, obviously as a woman, that was your first time going to like a powerlifting style gym, right? Or like a strongman style gym.
Yeah.
How did you feel walking in there? Because I know, again, as a woman, especially in any gym space, it's very intimidating because it's not really looked at as like, this isn't what women do.
Well, and I would say only over the past 10 years have women been like invited into weightlifting. Like it's openly welcomed and shown. Like before it was like women stay on like the cardio machines.
I feel like there's certain gyms that are still kind of like that though.
I'm sure there is, but I think when I walk into a gym now, I see more women lifting weight.
I love that.
Than just like on the bike or the treadmill or whatever.
Right.
But stepping in a gym like that, it is a little intimidating because you see dumbbells bigger than you've ever seen in any gym. You see just massive men and really strong women. And you just think like you don't really fit in, but to be honest, the people are so welcoming. Like you feel empowered to do it. There's no embarrassment around it. Like everyone knows they're there to do their own thing.
Right.
And they're there for themselves. And along the way, because they're only there for themselves and like what they're working on, they're not focused on like what you can't do. They're helping you along the way too. Like, we'll try this or try that. I was training for specific events that I had never done before.
Right.
With equipment that I had never touched before. But they had every Saturday had Strongman Saturday. So they would train for a different event and they would help you. And I mean, like the best of the best in the world, like this guy, Ode, he's known for like the strongest grip strength. Just super kind, and helping you with your form and technique, and because a lot of it is just technique and how you're doing it. But it's really empowering,
Yeah, and that can be very intimidating. And I think it takes a lot of self-confidence to do that, to like step into a place like that. Well, not just a place like that, but like to go outside of what the normal comfort zone would be.
Yeah. I think I think part of it was just being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, and that just goes with anything. Like, you can't be comfortable and make change.
Right.
Like, you have to be uncomfortable.
Of course. Yeah.
And coming off of like that women's conference that I went to, I was just like in this mindset of like, let me just push my body to the absolute limit and see what I can do and what I can't do, like, and there were events that I didn't complete, like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I trained my hardest and in a crowded, tiny gym, I failed, but every other event I completed, I didn't come in first, but I completed it. And that's what I set out to do. I wasn't there to like place.
Right. Yeah. It was more about just the experience.
Yeah.
And like pushing yourself to do something.
Right.
For sure. That's cool. That's really cool. That takes a lot of self-confidence too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Cause I feel like most people.
I'll send you a video.
The old videos that you got?
Yeah.
Didn't you used to post them on your Instagram too, right?
Yeah, I used to do like a private, or not private. I used to do like a
Yeah, you were like
Instagram.
me. You got like 6 different Instagrams all hidden for like different things.
That one is like on the back burner. I don't really touch it anymore.
You still have the access to it?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. That is funny. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, wait, she has another one. Oh, wait, now she has another one. I was like, well, I don't know which one I'm supposed to follow.
It's just two.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
I thought there was like 3 or 4.
No.
Oh, all right. What
It's
do I know?
okay.
Well, you haven't posted in so long. I'm like, I don't know what.
Well, I'll find the video and I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
the
for sure.
strongman video, and you
That's
can
crazy.
plug it in if you want. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days too. Because that was like fresh off. Well, you said 2019.
Yeah, it was 2019, right before COVID.
Yeah, so it was like right around the time that we were kind of training anyway.
Yeah.
Or like right after that.
Right after that, yeah.
Yeah. So I remember those videos. Probably not that one specifically, but yeah, I remember that time period. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was, I learned a lot about myself during that time.
Yeah, for sure. You will definitely learn a lot about yourself in the gym.
Yeah.
And working out and pushing yourself for sure.
Yeah.
So you're still working out?
I work out differently now. I work out at home. I do like a more Pilates bar style, just at home and with very minimal.
What do you do? YouTube?
There's like a couple apps out there that I'll use, just because it's the convenience.
Right. Right. And you don't have a gym membership?
I don't have a gym membership. I
That's
found
so
a gym.
crazy.
I found one, but I can't spend $90 right now a month. Yeah.
Dang, that's how much they are now.
In the Valley.
Yeah.
And I signed up for LA Fitness. And I went.
LA Fitness is not $90.
No, it's not. But I went once.
Oh.
And
you just didn't like the community?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. That's basically like a 24-hour
every gym
fitness.
in the Valley is insane.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
I think I went 2 times or something like that. And the second time I went, I was looking for parking for 15 minutes. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, in the Valley, for sure you will. But that's cool too, because I feel like, and I often, as a trainer, like I have conversations with people, like I'm obviously big on the weightlifting side. Like that's how I train people. Yeah. That's my style. Like that's my zone. But like, obviously, like you said, there's so many different types of ways to move your body and exercise. Like you don't have to fit that mold of like, this is what you have to do in order to look a certain way. Like you can do whatever. And again, coming from just in the last 5-10 minutes that we've talked is like coming from you strength training with me and then you doing the strongman competitions and now you're doing Pilates. Yeah. It's like, you don't have to just do one thing. You can do any of those things.
You can do anything and you can do all at once.
100%. 100%.
Everything's just going to make you better in different forms.
And it's going to, I think it'll help. I don't want to say help heal, but it will help you in different ways. Yes. Like you'll find that like lifting strongman style is going to help you with something, right? Yes. Or doing Pilates is going to help you mentally some way, or you know what I mean? So, or even physically, like it'll change your body physically in a way that strongman competitions
and differently,
won't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's just a different kind of pressure, I would say, that you put on yourself. Like Pilates is endurance. Long term.
I could never do Pilates ever.
You would suffer.
I for sure would. I've always wanted to. I'm still gonna make this happen. I want to do a series on Instagram where because I'm known as like being like the weightlifter. Like that's just what I've done for like 7-8 years. But I would love to. I saw somebody do this once before. He was a bodybuilder. I forget who it was, but it was like episode whatever of a bodybuilder going through a yoga class or a spin class or a Pilates class or a hot yoga. Like I would love to do a series like that because I know I would die. And like people don't believe me when I say like my cardio for sure is trash. Yeah. Like I'm not good at Pilates. I'm not good at yoga. I'm not good at spin. I suck at all of those things. And that's why, not only why I do weightlifting is because I enjoy it, but because I'm decent at it. Like I don't suck at it, at least anymore.
Well, at one point you sucked at it.
Well, for sure.
But that's the beauty of working out.
Yeah, like
at some point everybody sucks at it.
Yeah, you're always new. You're always new. And I've told that story too before. Is like when I moved to Arizona when I was 19, 20 is when I got my first gym membership. And like that was fresh off of the Tony Horton P90X days. And I remember getting my gym membership at 24-Hour Fitness, and I had memorized the book from doing the P90X for so long that I would just do that. And like realistically, you didn't need to because the whole appeal of P90X is like you could do it from home.
Right. So
like I didn't need access to all that equipment. So I'm like literally doing at-home exercises in a gym of people. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I couldn't do a pull-up. I couldn't do squats. I couldn't do bench. Like I literally would just go in and do like push-ups, couple abs, and then like maybe 1 or 2 machines for like biceps, triceps. I'd be like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, And then I would just leave. I would be there for like 45 minutes and be like, that's enough, I guess.
And look at you now.
Yeah. I still
Like,
suck, but
no, but I'm just saying that it happens over time.
100%. You just learn what
Your body adapts.
well, you learn what you enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I just started to enjoy it once I learned what I was actually doing and like starting to figure out like, okay, this is how, if I need to do this is what I need to do, or like this is how my form should be or whatever. And then you start seeing the results, your body changing physically, and then it becomes like an addicting thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So you just go through that process. But like, it's still, I mean, I've done spin classes, I've done yoga, I've never done Pilates, but I would try it. I would definitely try it. I would go to a bar class or a Pilates class or whatever.
They are hard.
For sure. I know they're hard.
I think it is so easy. When I tell you, I went to like a reformer Pilates class, and at first you're like, oh yeah, like this isn't bad. And they're like,
Right.
Okay, that was just the warm up. You're like,
Yeah.
Shoot. Like,
That's the one I want to do is the reformer because I know it would suck. I've heard horror stories about how hard it is.
Yeah.
I have a client who has another trainer that he does a lot of his workouts with her is just the reformer. And like he'll tell me all the time what they do. And me and his other trainer, she's a woman, like we're cool. We talk all the time. And I've told her, I was like, whenever you're free, like I'll obviously pay you, but like put me through a class. What is it? Pilates?
Yeah, they call it
with the
Pilates.
reformer. Yeah, whatever. Using the reformer, like put me and don't go easy on me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my style of training.
Yeah.
Like, don't take it easy on me. Like, put me through a class, you know? So it would be, it would suck. I think it would be entertainment for the people that follow me. It'd be like, wow, this guy's really out of shape.
Well, that's like Pilates is the one place on the reformer that I found where I can push myself with my core. Like doing a plank on the ground. I think because I'm so bored and I'm just like sitting there. Whereas on the reformer, you have to balance, you have to stay focused because it's just spring loaded. Yeah, it moves. You know, if your abs are giving out, like it's going to come back. Right. And so if you're trying to really push yourself, you have to stay focused the whole time. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I would love to do that at some point. So maybe when life slows down a little bit, I'll make like a, you know, every month or whatever, I'll go do something and make a series out of it. But I think it would be fun. It would be fun for, again, like to step out of my comfort zone and try something that I know I am terrible at.
Well, I think you could learn so much from it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that little ab roller thing that you have. I don't know if you still have that.
The wheel?
No, it was bigger.
Oh, it had 4 wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I still have that.
That's like similar to a reformer, I would say. Like, you know, you can,
well, the only difference is springs.
Yeah, but you can take a lot what you do on the reformer and do it on that.
Yeah. You know, that's a good point.
Like even for like squats or like single leg lunges, like you do a lot of the same body movements just on reformer.
Right. And it's all on that.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, the table or I don't know what they call it.
A reformer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. How much I know. Anyway. Yeah, so that would be fun. That's on my bucket list to do at some point. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Get you a class pass.
That's what I need to do. I should do. What are those things that everybody uses now? Is that what it's called, the class pass?
Yeah.
Where you could use different.
Yeah.
And it's like points.
And sometimes they have like 2 weeks free.
Yeah.
So then you can like.
You could do all different types of training too, right?
They have like everything, like all.
Like I would do a kickboxing too.
Yeah, fun.
No, that's not my idea of fun.
Yeah.
I would suck at that.
Have you heard of Rumble?
No.
It's like a boxing gym style. It's kind of like, I would say like Orange Theory, except for boxing. So instead of like the cardio side, you're doing boxing.
Got it. Okay.
Like these giant like water bags.
A water bag?
It's like a boxing bag, except
but it's filled with water?
Filled with water.
That's wild.
And they're just like hanging from the ceiling.
That's another thing I have another client that's like, you got to come with me to an Orange Theory class.
Oh God, don't do it.
No? I would try it.
I'd do it, but
just once, just to try it.
Just don't go on a row day.
Don't they always do row?
Not always.
Oh.
Sometimes they do.
Well, I know they make you do it's like 10 minutes on the row.
Yeah, sometimes it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes, and then you switch stations. Yeah, it would be hard, but I think, again, that's the whole point of me trying to do it. Is like, I know it's going to be hard.
Yeah. So. I mean, that wasn't my cup of tea. I did try it for a while.
Oh, you went to Orange Theory consistently?
Yeah, I tried it. Yeah.
Really?
I've tried a lot of things. Orange Theory is...
Why have you lived like so many lives?
I don't know.
That's crazy. You've done so many things.
I think I get so bored so easily.
I do too, but like I think I'm too afraid to
let me just try this.
Yeah.
Like, what's the month?
Yeah. You know? A good point. I think
it's different when I'm single. You know, I'm not single. I don't have kids. I mean, so it's
right.
Like my time is more flexible, so I can just go try things and like make the most of it. But
Right.
you know, the only thing with Orange Theory is they make you get like an armband because they track your heart rate.
They make you buy one?
They make you buy one.
What?
So you have to
even
buy
if you
your
just do the first
membership.
one? Like even if you just do one class?
They'll like let you
Borrow one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to buy one for one class.
Yeah.
That's wild.
When I signed up, you had to buy one on top of your membership. It's like the first. I think
that's how they get you the upsell.
Yeah, it was like $200 for
what for the band?
The band is like $99. Yeah.
Oh, and then the membership.
Yeah.
Is $100 a month?
Yeah.
Holy moly! But it's unlimited, isn't it?
I think some of them are.
But then, like, how often do you really want to go do the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good workout. Like, if you really have no time to do cardio and no time to do strength training, and you have an hour and you want to get both in at the same time, go do Orange Theory.
Right.
You're gonna get cardio. You're gonna get strength training. So they do like, they split the class in half. So like half of it's on the treadmills or the row, and the other half is doing a strength training. So if you want to do both,
I don't. But I've been asked
telling,
to.
Like whoever, like if they're looking for something where they don't have the time.
That's for the people that don't really like. They don't really have like a goal in mind with working out. They just want to get their workout in and move on with their day. Like it's good for that. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And like every Orange Theory is on the same thing.
Yeah, they all do the same schedule. Yeah. So it's not really like there's coaches there and trainers there, but like they're not like training you.
No, they're like
they're just keeping you accountable and like switching stations and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe one day. We'll see. Yeah. Not my cup of tea, but like I'll try it. I'll try anything once. Yeah. Just to see, but who knows?
All you can do is try.
Yeah, and for sure.
If you fail, you fail.
Yeah. Well, I'll fail for sure, but
I mean, like, just in general.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. One day. Yeah. One of these days I'll get there.
Yeah, also go check out the Strongman Gym.
Oh, where? Oh, yeah,
it's in Newbury Park. I'll have to look up the name. I don't remember it.
It's still there, though?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah. I like to see different spaces like that, especially if it's like a smaller community. Yeah. It's not like a big, like, like a 24-hour fitness or whatever. Like, you got to go check out this Crunch Fitness. And I'm like, Well,
they have so much specialty equipment.
At the Strongman. Yeah, right. Which is cool. Yeah. That's a lot of those places like that. Like the small box gyms have like things that you wouldn't normally see at like a corporate gym. And so like, that's why I like those gyms. Cause it's like, it's different.
They have like a whole section just for grip strength. Cause that's what a lot of
Strongman is. Yeah, for sure.
Is grip strength.
And they probably got like all those big dumbbells and like the beefy like barbells.
They have a rectangle deadlift bar. So like you can only grip over the top.
The bar is a rectangle?
Yeah, to train. Yeah.
A rectangle.
A rectangle. So you're
I was thinking a pyramid.
Well, maybe it's like a cube.
That's weird.
Yeah, like a rectangle.
Yeah, okay. That's even more weird.
You can just go over the top.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy. And then they have a whole thing for just strengthening your grip. Mm-hmm. It's just like an apparatus with like a rope on it, and you put
and turn it.
Yeah, and you just turn it, and then you let it go down slowly. Also,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
wild.
So if you want to torture some new clients or
take them there,
clients,
I'd be like, go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Death by Jeff is out of business for now.
No, it's not. I'm telling you to use those techniques.
I get you. Okay, cool. We won't put that part in. We'll cut that out. I don't want them to anticipate what's coming.
No.
Oh, got you. I thought you were telling me to tell them to go there.
No.
Anyway, cool. All right. What you got anything else for me? That was a big that was it.
Yeah.
Weight loss.
If you're struggling, keep trying.
Yeah.
It's not a diet. One diet fits all.
No.
Just because your friend lost 35 pounds on keto doesn't mean your body will also do the same thing.
Coming for keto. No, I'm kidding. No, I know. I'm with you. I'm
just saying.
I think that about any diet. Like everybody's like, what do you think about this diet? And I'm like, they just repackage it and repurpose it. It's all the same thing. Yeah. Like the low carb diets, the keto diets, like they just changed the name. It's all the same stuff that's been around for.
It used to be the Atkins diet.
Right. It's like it's all that's all they do is they repackage it, put a new name on it, and it's like this new, this is how we lose weight. It's like, no, people have been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, and I just don't believe in diets anymore.
No. It's like you said, it's like just make it part of your lifestyle. Yeah. Yes, balance. Find that balance.
If you want a burger, get a burger.
Yeah. That's when this is wild to me when people are like, I went to In-N-Out. I'm like, oh, cool. I got an animal style, protein style. I'm like, what? Why? If you're in and out, just go in.
Yeah.
Coming from a trainer. Don't do that all the time, obviously. Don't be at in and out like every single day. But yeah. But like, if you go there like once every 2-3 weeks or whatever.
I mean, the reality of it is, and I say this about myself, is I'm not overweight because I don't like food. Like, I like food and I still want to enjoy food. I don't want to torture myself with chicken, broccoli, and rice.
Right, because you've done that.
I've done that.
And you've been unhappy.
And it doesn't work for me. It worked.
Well, yeah, it works physically, right? But like, what's
so like long term? If you're looking for like long term results, balance your life.
Yeah, find something that you could stick to, because that's going to be ultimately the best. It's like people will go so hard on something that like isn't realistic long term to maintain, and it's just like you're gonna crash out again at some point.
Yeah, and you can use tools too. Like biologically, we're not all built the same,
right?
And biologically, we all have different indicators, you know. So like I struggle with, I don't struggle, but I have an autoimmune disease that affects my thyroid. So losing weight is easy. It's easier for me to gain weight, you know? So like I use different tools to help myself lose weight because my body's working against itself.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So it's not, people want to call it easy, but it's not easy.
No, it's never
easy. I still
easy.
have to work on it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I still have to physically think about it. I can't just eat whatever I want and just be good.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing is easy. You always have to work for something no matter what.
Even if
you can take as many shortcuts as you want, and you're still going to have to work for something. It's not just going to be handed to you or given to you. So
I mean, even people that take like weight loss drugs, you know, you can take them. But if you don't change your lifestyle or the way you go about life, you'll lose weight and then you'll gain it right back the minute you come
a lot of times there's no exit plan. There's no off ramp, like I call it.
So I met with the doctor, actually. I met with a doctor about a weight loss drug.
Yeah.
And what deterred me from it is he said, like, the drug is built to be long time, lifetime.
Yeah, nobody wants to be on something for the rest of their life.
They want you on it for the rest of your life.
Well, of course, it's all money.
That's how the drug is made.
Right.
And intended for.
To stay. Well, yeah, because it's like if you're continuously getting results, why wouldn't you keep taking it?
Yeah.
You know? That's a no brainer. But yeah, it's wild. That's a whole convo. We could do a whole part 2 on that. Yeah, for sure. Another hour and a half on that. But yeah, wild times. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited for you guys. I think you guys are in a really good, hopefully, place.
I'm excited for you guys.
With everything. Thanks.
Number 3.
So you guys just pray for us. Just pray for us. This is gonna be wild times. Yeah. Little chaos, lots of chaos, not even a little bit of chaos. But I'm hoping, because what I've heard is like people that have obviously multiple kids is like, it's not obviously easier, but now you have all of these kids that can play with each other and keep each other occupied. So it's less
built-in help.
Right, exactly. So it's like if you only have one kid, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard at every level. One kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, 5 kids, like it's all hard. But when you only have one kid, like that one kid always needs that attention.
Right.
And so when you have 2, 3, 4, it's like they have each other now.
Right.
And so not that you, obviously, I'm not saying neglect your kids now and just have as many as you want, but that's, I think the coolest part is like they build that relationship and then they can hang out with each other and like go in their room and play, like they both play Legos all the time or whatever until they're not. And then they fight about everything, but that's why they got their separate rooms. Yeah. So it's just like, but yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how 3 is.
Probably not much different than
I'm
2.
sure it's not.
Especially because they're a little bit older.
Right. Know? Yeah. I mean, there's a 6-year gap now between, whereas before it was 2.5. Like Jackson and Brixton are 2.5 years apart.
Right.
And now Brixton is about to be 6 in July and the baby's not even due till August. So there's going to be a 6-year gap. So that's not that it's a bad thing, but like that's the downside to it. But the positive is that obviously we have a 6 and a 9-year-old that can help with other stuff.
Yeah, but I think long term, like when they're older, you know, and your baby's older too, like they'll have their own bond in a different way.
100%.
You know, in a more protective way, rather than like it'll be special no matter what.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I'm excited. That's to me the dad life. That's the coolest part. It's like I get to do that. Like, yeah, everything else is just a bonus, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's the most. I always say it's the hardest and coolest job that you'll ever have to be a parent, not just a dad. Like to be a mom, to be a dad. It's like the most challenging and most rewarding thing at the same time.
I can imagine.
Like it'll really test your patience to no end, but like it's also the coolest thing ever. So
yeah, and children are just so forgiving too.
yeah, well,
Well,
sometimes they
for
also
the most
definitely got.
part.
If you want somebody to tell you the truth, have kids. They got no filter. They will be
that's
honest
so true.
for sure. They will tell you exactly how they're feeling, how they're thinking. So, but yeah. Anyway, it's
Cool.
like it's cool. It's cool having built-in friends,
Yeah.
built-in buddies. It's like what do people say? It's like having a roommate that just mooches off of you.
Right.
Like a built-in roommate. That's all they want. Like I'm hungry. I need a snack. I want this. I want that. I want. This is like, bro, you literally get everything for free. But anyway, so. You got anything else?
I don't think so. You got
that was a
anything
good
else?
no.
Yeah.
But we can always do a part 2. We'll have to do it obviously before you guys leave.
Yeah.
Don't leave anytime soon.
No, we're not gonna leave anytime.
If you do, you got to go back on Instagram so I could see
Yeah.
live through,
I'll
or at least send me photos.
Okay.
Jeez, I feel like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Is like I just saw you 2 months ago. When did we do the?
I think it was like February.
Oh, so last month.
Yeah.
And I'm just finding out all this stuff now, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we were working out. You were killing us, death by Jeff.
Yeah,
You
facts. Yep. Yeah, but we could always do a part 2.
Yeah. Let me
Come
know.
back and go through. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was
Touched on
good.
a lot of good stuff. I like that. I liked hearing your perspective too. So,
Yeah.
but I am definitely excited for you guys to start your hopefully move and find somewhere nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know how it is on the other side because I've
Yeah.
only ever been in California. So
It's much greener.
yeah,
Literally.
that's what I want. I want somewhere where there's more land. Like my ultimate dream is to have almost like this is gonna sound really weird, but like a compound unit where it's like lots of land with multiple properties on it that like all of our family can be
Yeah.
and like have our own space
Yeah.
and just live off of the land. Like that would be, if I could die there, I'll be happy. If I could have that before I die, I'll be happy. Like that's where I want to spend the rest of my life.
You can do it.
Yeah. So one day, that's a pipe dream, but we'll still keep this house until then.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Nothing else to add. I know you probably got to get going. It's Saturday, so you got a lot of stuff to do or nothing to do today.
I'm just going to go hang out with a friend after this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Where you guys going? Lunch?
I'm just going to go swimming at her house
Love it.
because it's 100 degrees in March.
Yeah, it's crazy out here. And you guys will definitely enjoy a different type of weather too. I feel like we just get, it's like California is just like hot and then freezing, hot. We only get 2 weathers.
Yeah.
So you guys will have different climate changes out there and stuff. So that'll be cool. But
Yeah. Stoked.
well, thank you for coming.
Thank
I'm
you for
excited.
having me.
100%. I'm excited to edit this one and drop it. And then we'll have to do a part 2 at some point. I'm sure there's
Let's
going to
do
be
it.
lots of new stuff that are coming out before you
Yeah.
guys move across the country. So until next time, thank you for coming. Enjoy your
you.
day. Have a beautiful Saturday. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Peace.